Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to the channel Automation Testing 1.
Hello guys, good morning. So in the last tutorial we have seen about Git. So today we are going to see about GitHub. Before that, if you are not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. If you like my video, please like. Okay, let's get started. So Git and GitHub, there is a small difference. Git is a software and GitHub is a service. Okay, and Git is a command line tool which we have seen right in Git Bash and command prompt. We are trying to run our commands. But GitHub is a graphical user interface owned by Microsoft. Okay. In simple terms, GitHub is a remote repository and Git can be a kind of local repository. You can have Git without GitHub, but no, GitHub won't work without Git. Okay. So that means GitHub depends on Git. Okay. So as simple as that. So GitHub helps in collaboration. It's like 5-6 people when working in a project. GitHub helps in collaboration. There are many differences, many usages of GitHub. We'll see it later. We do have a graphical user interface for both Git and GitHub. One is Git GUI, other one is GitHub. Okay, so let's get started. So before you start with GitHub, you should have a GitHub account. One more thing is Git is a open source and free, and GitHub has both free and paid versions. Depends on your need, you can go for the paid version or you can just for your purpose you can use free version. Okay, that's it. So to create a GitHub account, you need a Gmail account. Using the Gmail account, create your own username and password. So once you have signed up, you will be in this page, github.com. So automatically it comes to your dashboard. Since I already created some repositories, it gives some information. In your case, if you are creating freshly, it will be a blank page with some information about GitHub. Okay, so let's get started. The first point what we are going to do is we are going to create a new repository. So just click on here, new repository. If you're not able to see here, click here, go to your repositories and click new. So okay, so this is your repository name. In your case, if you're working for a project, so you have to give the appropriate name based on your project name. Okay, so I will select private because I'm not going to put this in public. So just click on create repository. So if you see, so start with if you have not created any files, so it is GitHub itself giving an information what you have to do. Just we need to follow these steps. Okay, so the first what we'll do is we'll go to our git bash. Let me create a fresh folder. Git and GitHub integration. Right click, show more option, open git bash here. So if you see here, Git is not initialized here because if you see here, if it is initialized here, master or main will come. Okay. So the first, if you can just follow these steps. That's it. So this what it will do. It will create a readme file. Okay. Second step is now we have to initialize the Git. So Git is initialized here, and the third step what we have to do, we already created a file. Let's commit that file. So first add what is the file name, readme.mb. Before that we can click on git status and check what's there is one untracked file, right? So let's add it. Git add That's fine, you can ignore the message. Next step is git commit. Git commit of whenever you are committing, always put a message. Okay, so it will be my first commit, right? So we have all set here. Okay, now we have to configure the remote repository. Okay, before that I will change the branch to main, because if you see here in local it shows master, but if in my GitHub folder we go and see, it will defaultly open a main branch. So better to rename it to main. Okay, so to rename it to brain, you just need to type this git branch. So now if you see, the name has been changed to main. Okay, so the rest of what we are going to do is we'll just configure this URL to our remote. Okay, so this is how we have to do. Before that, let's check in case if you are working in multiple projects, or before we have done this, you will get the already configured remote. So currently nothing is configured, so you can go ahead and configure this. Git remote add origin of the URL of the git we have just configured. Just enter. So now if you type this command and remove it. You need to be careful with the comments spelling. So now if you see, it showed. So this is already, now it's configured to this remote repository. Okay, so the first job is done. So we have a readme file. Let's try to push it to git. So what is the difference between push and pull? Push means you're sending information from local to remote. Pull means you are taking information from remote to local. So once I give this command, it will ask you username and password to connect to GitHub. Okay. Before that, I'll explain you what is username and password. So this will be your username. When you create a GitHub account, you will get it. And password, it's not password which you used for creating. For that, what you have to do is you have to go to settings, developer settings, personal access token. Here you have to create one. Create one token, generate a new token, you will get the pass token. You have to use that. Okay, so I have it already. So this is my username. I already copied my. You should save the password and pass token in a proper place. You should not share it with anyone. So this part is done. You can see how we have successfully pushed the information to Git. So this is the one, right? Since it's done. Okay. Let me add a file from GitHub and try to pull it in local. Okay. Create a new file. Maybe I'm a little faster. Let me show it again. Here you have an option to either you can upload a file from your local or create a new file. Okay. Now we are going to create a new file because we are going to pull the same into a local machine. So create a new file. You can create any kind of file like JavaScript file or SQL file, PHP file. There is no restriction on that, but I think zip it won't allow. Okay, this is my one. Here you have to name your file. For example, in my case, I will tell sql.sql. The extension matters. See, if I put txt, it will consider as a text file. Now it's a SQL file. Click on commit changes. So see clearly, here we have two options. One is commit directly to the main branch. And the second one is create a new branch for this commit and start a pull request. So whenever you start working on a particular module, it always recommended to create a new branch and all your commits should go to new branch. So once you are set, then you can move your changes to the master branch after checking with your colleagues if there is any merge conflicts. Okay. Currently we'll go with commit directly to the main branch. So commit the changes. Okay. Now let's go to our so local is up to date, but what will happen? But we don't have a that file in local. So what I will do is I will write a pull command. So what pull will do already I told it takes information from the remote repository to a local. So there's an option to configure this as of now I am passing username and password whenever I am trying to push or pull. Okay, and take the password, not the password, pass the token. Password token. So here you go. If I go to this folder, see initially it is one file, now the other file is added. Now I'll show you once again how to push it back. Let's edit this. Let's edit this file. Save it. Let's go to Git. It as Git status. Now we have modified this file, right? So what we have to do? We have to stage it. So what is the command? First we have to add, then commit. Always give a message. SQL has been updated. Now we have to push it back. Launching. Okay. Now let's go to GitHub and see what happened to this file. Let's refresh. You can see SQL has been updated. If you click on this file, you can see our changes. So this is how you push and pull from local repository to main repository. Now let's see one more thing. Let's go to the repository. I changed the repository. This is the one. Okay. Now let me add a new branch. New branch. Test SQL. So once you create this new branch, what will happen is it will create exact copy of the main branch. You can see two files will be there in your child branch. Okay. Now let's edit it. So commit, now if you see commit directly to the SQ branch. Okay, so commit it. Now what it's asking, do you want to pull this request to the main branch? Okay. So what we have to do, just click on compare and pull request. So it will say able to merge with the main branch. You click on merge request, what will happen is it will merge with the main branch. That's it. This is how you update information from main branch, branch to the master branch. So internet connectivity status low. So once it's done, what will happen is then it will just still have the child branch. So what we'll do is we'll try to call the child branch. So how to do that? Click checkout. First we'll pull this. Okay. Now the branch name is, let's come to the branch name. Test SQL. Test. So whenever you try to push and pull, as I already told you, it will prompt user ID and password. Now you see we got the branch information. Now this is pointing to branch. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll update this branch. We come here, we open this. So now we got the branch information. Let me add one more. Save it. Now what I will do is I will push it back to the original branch. Okay. Before that, let's see the once again. Git checkout. Test. Okay. Now if you see the file, add one more. So let's try status here. Over the next step, git add. Sorry, git. Always use git status to check whether your commands work properly or not. Then git commit message update to branch, not to the main. So now what we'll do, git push agent test. Test SQL. So only thing is people should be aware of these commands. So done. Let's go here and see what exactly happened. So this is my main branch. Let's see what happened here. You see only 3 are there. Let's go to 5 is there. Okay. So this is how you update from local push and pull. Push means from local repository to remote repository, and pull means from remote repository to local repository. So now we have seen local and remote. Now let's see how to collaborate with other people. So this is my repository. I'll go here. You can select your repository. I'm really sorry. Here itself. Go to settings, collaboration, add people. You can add your friends who's going to work with you. Where is so that's it. So once you write this request, an invite will be sent to him. Okay. Invite is I'll log in and upload the request. So just view invitation, accept invitation. So now you got access for this guy. The other guy is having access to this repository. So I'll tell you, show you what I can do. Edit it. Commit changes. Now you see you have two options. Commit directly to the main. So now I'll show only the main branch. So done. Let's come here. Refresh. Let's see how our collaboration works. Come to code. Got it? So this is how one or more people can work on GitHub using a remote repository, and he can have it in his local and he can try to push it to his own branch instead of pushing it to the main branch. If he tries to put the main branch, obviously it will ask for previous approval. So hope you people understood Git and GitHub. At the end of the tutorial, we'll provide all the commands which you will be using often in GitHub. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.